Hello YouTube, my name is Nero, and today we have some Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, a game that's kind of flown under the radar for me, because I'm not much of a mobile gamer, right? So I never really played any Plants vs. Zombies games. Originally, it came out as a tower defense game back in 2009, then they made, I think they made Plants vs. Zombies 2, and then they made one as a Facebook game, and now we have this, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, which is a game that's finally come out for the consoles. Sadly, it's exclusive only to Xbox consoles. It's out for the Xbox One and the Xbox 360, that released back in February, and now it is actually released just recently on the PC as well. And me being with EA, they sent me a code for the PC, and they also sent me another code to give away, which I gave away on Twitter, and hopefully the person that I gave the code away to is enjoying the game, because I'm actually kind of enjoying this game myself. It's a game I didn't think I'd like a whole lot, and there's some things in the game I don't really care for, but there's one awesome redeeming factor about this game. So what is Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare? It is a third-person shooter game for the most part. It's multiplayer only. It's 12v12 for the most part in the competitive multiplayer, and it's actually a pretty zany, goofy third-person shooter game. It's really just kind of what it is. It's a game that is kind of the definition of a casual arcade shooter. There's lots of different things for you to do. There is tons upon tons of customization built within this game, which I think is definitely a good thing. I think we have talked many times about how customization in games is definitely an awesome thing. And what's really cool is the customization is stuff that you don't even need to necessarily buy. So how this game works, it's unlike a lot of other shooter games that you're going to play. So there's really no XP in this game. There's coins. The coins represent the XP by getting kills, by healing teammates, by doing different things within the game. You earn coins, and these coins are used to buy packs of cards. So in some regards, this game is kind of like a card game and a shooter game built into one. You use those coins to buy card packs, and different kinds of card packs can give you different kind of things, be it things for the special Garden Ops Horde game mode, which we talk about later on in the video, which is freaking amazing. And then there's other things that you can buy specifically for customization. There's one that's really expensive that will unlock you like a special character. There's a bunch of different things you can do with these coins, and of course there's also microtransactions in the game where you can possibly buy these things. You can just buy coins if you'd like to, but you can earn coins really quickly in this game. The matches are very fast paced, they don't take a whole lot of time, and you earn quite a bit of coin doing that, so there's really no need to use the microtransactions, unless of course you just want to accelerate the curve and unlock all those things earlier. So the game right now is actually kind of limited in the game modes. I think there's 3, maybe 4 different game modes, and they're all pretty standard game modes you're going to find in most shooter games. There's Team Vanquish, which is a team deathmatch game mode. There is Gardens and Graveyards, which is a lot like Battlefield's Conquest, or dare I say Call of Duty's War game mode that hasn't been seen since World at War. It's pretty zany, pretty goofy. It's not really my cup of tea, I'm going to be honest. The multiplayer itself, it's really zany. There's lots of different cool things you can do. There's different specific roles that each class can do, and there's different abilities that you get by leveling up your characters, and there's actually a progressional-based system in there, and that's in place, and I do like that, but it's just not something I get into, you know? For some reason, it's just something about it. The time to kill it's ridiculous. The time to kill is ridiculously high in this game, which I like that in Call of Duty, but this time to kill is redunculous. You're seeing some of the kills in this video, and they take a very long time. It's a kind of game where you really need to work with your teams. You can regenerate your health, but it only regenerates to half of what you can originally start out with, and then you're going to need teammates to either heal you or throw down healing stations. It's a team-based game, fun for what it is, and the game itself is only $30, so I mean, it's not like you're paying $60 for a full game here. So for $30, you might get what you want out of this multiplayer. For me personally, it's just not something I can get into. I've been playing it for a few hours, and it's something that I've been trying to get into, but I just really couldn't, you know, kind of force myself to really get into it. What I did get into, however, was the Garden Ops game mode. So what Garden Ops is, it's basically a horde mode. It's basically a wave-based zombie survival game mode where you and teammates are all working together and you're trying to survive as many waves as possible. I think actually the max waves you can survive is 10. I'm not entirely positive on that. I played probably 3 or 4 different games, and every single one we ended up failing either really early on, and one game we just kind of lost connection to the host, which was unfortunate because I think we were on round 9. We were all sunflowers, and if you guys don't know the sunflowers are basically the healers of this game. You have an ability where you can heal someone that's near you. You can throw down a healing plant where everyone around that will be healed. And of course, you also have a different ability which kind of makes you almost like a machine gun where you can just, take people out with your big laser beams. So it's a rather fun class. I do like playing as the sunflower quite a whole lot. I've tried out every single class within the game. The sunflower is definitely my favorite when I'm playing on the plant side. When we're playing on the zombie side, I think I'm more of a fan of the first soldier you get. He's more of an infantry guy. He has like a super jump ability. He has like just a kind of like a normal gun. He's very basic, very simple for me to understand, and the game itself is pretty fun in the multiplayer. Just something I couldn't really get into. And if I were to recommend this game to you guys, I wouldn't recommend it personally for the multiplayer, although this game has gotten tons of positive reviews from many different people throughout the gaming industry. That is a very, very good arcade shooter. But for me, I just can't get into the multiplayer. I've been trying. It's just something I'm not personally into. But the Horde mode was ridiculously fun. The Garden Ops game mode in this is a wave-based survival game mode, and it's very, very, very fun. It is definitely amazing, and it's something I would like to do with friends. Unfortunately, none of my friends have this game yet for PC, because it just came out as of recently. If you guys like Call of Duty Zombies, I think you guys would like this. It's definitely something that you should definitely check out. And for the game itself, it's only $29.99. So as I say with all the games that I put on my channel here, if you guys want to try it out for yourselves, any game, I suggest you guys renting the game first, trying it out that way, and seeing if it's worth your money or not to buy this game. Even though it's only $30, still try and rent the game. You can rent it for, 3 nights for, $5 at the most, and then you can try it out, see what you think of it, and if you do and like it, then maybe invest that $30 to buy this game, because it's a game that's definitely popular amongst a lot of different people. Just for me personally, just not something I'm really into, at least in multiplayer anyway. I like the Horde mode, but is the Horde mode worth $30? I guess to each his own on that. I'm on YouTube, so buying a game is not really a thing for me because, I'm on YouTube. Buying games is, of course, a tax deduction for me, so it doesn't really matter if I buy a game or not. But to a lot of you, buying a game is an investment. It's something that you think carefully on. You don't just want to spend your hard-earned money on something you guys may not enjoy. So definitely suggest renting this game via GameFly, via your local Blockbuster's not a thing anymore. We have a family video around here where I can rent games and try stuff out that way. So try that out. You guys might enjoy the game. I definitely like the Horde mode. I wish my friends had this game, but playing it with random people actually isn't all that bad. Now, there is downsides to this game. I'm not going to sit here and say everything in this game is ridiculously awesome. There's actually 2 downsides to which I've really found. Well, maybe technically 3. One, I couldn't really get into the multiplayer, although a lot of people can. The second one is just something that just needs outright fixed. All right, so basically, every microphone on this game on the PC version is automatically turned on. If somebody is playing with a laptop, their microphone is automatically turned on into the game, and they may not even realize it. So basically, every time you join a match, this is what it sounds like.
Okay. Soy planta. Yo estaba matando el portal. No, no había nadie.
Yeah, it's really atrocious. Every time you join a game, all you are hearing are people's internal microphones, people that may have a headset on. They don't realize that their microphone's plugged in. You can just hear everything. You hear everything on every single person's microphone. And you have to just mute everybody. Like, joining a game is annoying because you basically have to take off your headset while you're joining a game because it's so loud and so obnoxious. Then once you get into the game, you have to toggle mute every single person in the lobby. And then, after that's all done, anytime someone else joins the lobby, they come in with their annoying microphone, and you need to stop everything you're doing to stop and mute him and go back in, and usually that'll end up getting you killed. And my suggestion to the guys that put together this game, who are actually PopCap, who actually developed the original Plants vs. Zombies, as well as the rest of the Plants vs. Zombies games, I believe. My suggestion to you guys over at PopCap, make it so you have to consciously go into your settings and enable your microphone. That way it's not like this. It's horrendous right now. As it sits right now, Oh, it is so obnoxious, the microphones in this game. Make it so if you want your microphone to work and you want people to be able to hear you, you have to go into your settings and turn on your microphone. Because I have a feeling a lot of these people just don't even realize that they just have internal microphones that are automatically turned on as they get into the game. I think it's honestly what's happening. And the second issue I found so far is, for whatever reason, this is an issue that a lot of people are having as well, is that XSplit just simply breaks this game. Like, literally just breaks it. The game like simply will not work if you have XSplit open at the same time. And XSplit, of course, is a very popular program which is used for recording PC footage as well as live streaming it. That's why I use personally. And the only way to fix it as of right now is to basically open up Origin, go into your Origin settings, and deactivate everything. And once you do that, you actually be able to play this game and run it just fine. But that's kind of a little mini issue. I'm not sure if that's on the developer's end or if that's on XSplit's end. Either way, hopefully a fix that will be coming soon. But Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare is a rather fun game. The multiplayer is actually really fun for the first few hours. Then I just kind of couldn't really get into it. It reminds me a lot of Gotham City Imposters, where the initial concept of it, is really fun at the beginning, or maybe even kind of like Titanfall. It's really, really fun at the beginning. Then it's like, oh, well, I'm just kind of losing interest in this now. Once I've gotten to go over, the fun of being a plant and going underground and coming up and eating a zombie, or being able to rocket jump on top of roofs and stuff when I'm on the zombie side. Once you kind of get over that, for me, I just really didn't seem to enjoy it as much. It just wasn't something I could get into personally, but once again, many people really get into that. But the Garden Ops game mode, which is basically a a wave-based zombie survival game mode, is very, very fun. I definitely think that's definitely worth it. So once again, go rent the game if you guys haven't tried out. Give it a shot, and you guys may like it. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.